Greetings, brothers and sisters. Hello, September. Thank you for always coming back to watch our videos. It's been a week, but we are back.
It's been a while for me, a week for you. Yeah.
It's been a week. So, guys, we came back with some crazy news from Senegal, where the Sahel. That is, you see, the Sahel is that area between Senegal and Chad, and some Sudan, where we know there has been challenges, especially when it comes to terrorists, foreign militaries. We have seen the AES, that is Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, fighting to the nail to exempt or remove these guys from their lands because they've been exploiting their minerals, their resources without benefiting these countries. But now we saw Senegal fighting to be free, and they fought and they got a young president. But are they free? So just last week, today is 2nd of August, we saw Dioumaye Faye having a meeting with some Spanish president or so. And this is what happened.
During Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez's visit to Senegal, Bassiriou called on Europe to commit to the stability in the Sahel. So these are his words. Our interview also covered other subjects of major interest, such as the situation in the Sahel in the face of terrorism, which requires a global mobilization of the international community and especially of Europe alongside the countries concerned. For it is known that the African and European continents have a linked security destiny.
Linked security testing in which way? Because these guys are the reason why we have the insecurity. They started the terrorism as per various leaders, and they funded this terrorism. So calling on them and saying that we have a linked what destiny, security destiny is crazy. This guy called Abubakar Wedroko, who equated it to Senegalese president calling on the fox to guard the chicken coop. So Senegalese President Bassiriou Faye recently urged Europe to do more to fight the insurgency in the Sahel, a region already weakened by years of conflict and foreign intervention. The statement was made at a press conference with the Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez on August 29th, marking the end of the latter's visit to West Africa. Mr. Faye insisted that Africa and Europe has a linked security destiny, thus stressing the need for enhanced collaboration. However, this request raises questions about the relevance of European agreement, particularly given the recent history of Europe and NATO in the region. Indeed, let us recall that NATO's intervention in Libya in 2011 led to profound destabilization of the Sahel, fueling terrorism. You see? So these guys are the main source of terrorism, and they don't hate it because they benefit from it. It is paradoxical to see President Faye calling for help from this same Europe, when only yesterday the representative of Mali at the UN highlighted how Western weapons, initially intended for Ukraine, ended up fueling terrorism in the Sahel. Issa Kounfou alerted the UN Security Council to this situation, asking Western countries to take measures to prevent these weapons from ending up in the hands of terrorist groups. The situation highlights a crucial debate: the effectiveness and implications of external intervention in African conflicts. In calling for Europe to intervene, Bassiriou Faye seems to ignore or downplay the criticism and past consequences of foreign interventions, which have often left the region more unstable and armed the very forces they claim to be fighting against. A European engagement could not only open the door to a new wave of instability, but also to a security dependency that could compromise the sovereignty of African nations. This position raises questions about the real intention behind this call. Is it sincere request to help or strategy to strengthen political and economic alliances with Europe to the detriment of regional autonomy and stability? Do you know people I hate are those people who feel like Africa cannot do anything and we have to call on the West to help Africa. I hate those people because they have a self-confidence problem. Another thing is, remember last 2 weeks or so, we saw the Prime Minister of Senegal going to Mali and saying that Senegal will not be part of, destabilizing Mali, and they should work together. He also recognized the sovereignty of the AES countries. But now we are seeing the president. These guys are like usually divided. You don't
No,
know,
those two.
is it A or B?
At this point, I think we just all have to give up on both of them because it's like they are making fools out of all of us. Honestly, when you look at my father the other day, he went to France to Macron, and maybe this is part of what they're
Yeah.
discussing. You need to invite us. You need to be strategic about this. Make it a call for us to come and help you with the security issues. In the Sahel, we can help you guys. So France is very desperate to come back to the Sahel. And if they can link up with Senegal and grab Senegal, right now they need to re-strategize how they do it because
Yeah.
it's not a matter of having some linkages with Senegal. It's using Senegal so that they can go through Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, and the other countries that are trying to pull out. So Senegal at this point it has
Lost it.
it has lost
But
it. It has given France a chance to come back in Africa and do it better this time because they will be much greater and better at what they are doing than before because they have seen the threat and they've seen how far these three countries have gone without them. So they need to do better now. And this guy calling up on France is to say, France is coming back because this means that they'll come back with their military bases. They have to bring their equipment, their army. It's just to tell the Senegalese,
recolonize.
yeah, it's just to tell the Senegalese that, you know what, if you see them coming back, it's not for any other reason. It's to help us, with our
The
security
security.
issue. So
Do you
calm
know?
down.
A week or two ago, we saw the civil societies of Senegal going to Mali and forming a group. And by the way, their main thing was to ensure that they are able to expel the military base of France in Senegal. And after that, they went to protest outside the Ukrainian embassy, and they were arrested. Young people of Senegal. So these guys are protesting and want the military base of
No, I
France
don't see it
out of
happening.
the Senegal, and the president is saying, "We need
Come help us.
come and
Ah,
to my people, my
disgrace.
Senegal young people." I think we lost it.
We lost it, and it's very sad that they are making fools out of us. When Sonko says this one says this. So who do you believe? And these two are supposed to
Yeah,
be
they are
working
working
together and
together.
giving out one same piece of information,
Sonko should tell us what he did because we believed in
or
him.
both of them.
No, Sonko, because he's the leader. He's the one who started all this.
Yeah, but why did this one agree to it?
He chose Dioumaye.
And he agreed to it. So it's both of them in this issue.
Guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you'd like to support us, we have Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Super chats, super thanks. And if you'd like a hat like this one, this is one in the Sahel.
The Senegal,
Yeah,
your
Burkina
Burkina
Faso.
Faso,
We are
Mali,
we are
every.
shipping. We are shipping them to you. So we see you in the next one. Bye bye.